This is your sign that if you have a partner and they're the type of person who you have to keep, or a crush even, and they just aren't texting you, I'll put it this way: you can probably find their replacement in a shorter time than it would take for them to text you back. So while you're out here tripping over, oh my god, it's been like 13 hours and they still haven't messaged you back. I hate to break it to you, you're probably decently attractive. You could have went on Bumble or any of the, like, even the freaked out apps like FetLife, and you probably could have found someone new and gone on a date with them and get the best sex of your fucking life, and then came back home and still had time to clean your whole house, organize every single thing, figure out the root of every single issue in your life, rebalance your chakras, make an amazing home cooked pot roast meal, charge up some vibrators, or I don't know, lubricate your pocket pussy. I want to be gender neutral. And you could have like made a masterpiece with oil paintings, this and that, and by the time they actually respond to you, you will have like an entirely new hedonistic lifestyle where you're like, I don't want anything in my life that doesn't serve me. And sorry dude, you're someone who I liked, but you couldn't even text back. Like, sorry girl, I thought I liked you, but it turns out I like people who text back fast and like show me that I'm a priority. And then it's like, yeah, so if you're with someone who keeps making plans but canceling them, or saying, "Ooh, I was gonna do this for you," and then, or like doesn't communicate, treats you like, you could just find someone new. Like, it's the modern era. I'm gonna be honest, even like the really, really funny looking dudes are still getting laid because of people like me. Like, I'm pretty, yeah, I'm literally, all of my friends are like to me, what the fuck is it with the men you date? Why do they look that way? It's an it's like, I don't know, I'm a personality type. I like the ones who text back fast and are sweetie pies and love me, and I love them back, and it's equal that way. So I'm just saying, like, really say this to yourself. Look in the mirror, look yourself in the eyes, and say it like 8 fucking times. Say, I can find a new person who will love and appreciate me better in a much sooner time than it would take for this person to message me back. And then actually, like, do like, instead of just laying in bed grimy as fuck, losing your mind, like feeling miserable, talking to all your friends about an issue that's already dead on some Sex and the Shitty shit. Like, are you Carrie from Sex in the City? No, no, you aren't. Be Samantha. You owe it to yourself to be Samantha. Like, think of the most pathetic character you've ever seen in romance and television. For me, it's Carrie from Sex and the City. Instead, think, oh, I could instead be the opposite of that. What's the opposite of that? I don't know. Name any role that Angelina Jolie has ever played ever. Bing Poom Pow, be that one. It's like, that's what I do usually after any breakup, or anytime I'm stressing over a guy not texting back or anything. Because sometimes I will be really down and out and miserable and losing it and crashing out. And then I'll go, oh, wait, I'm an attractive looking human being with a lot to offer this planet. Let me shower, do my skincare routine, put on some lip gloss. In fact, let me go out tonight. Hey, this one guy always wanted to take me on a date, and then that's why exactly. Hell, I got stood up by some fucking asshole on Friday, and then by Saturday night, I was at one of the fanciest restaurants in all of San Francisco, enjoying some fancy ass souffle and branzini. Or branzino. It's funny, you would think branzino is a wine, it's a type of fish, and that's the type of shit you learn on a date. With someone who's a lot better than a nigga who can't even know the difference between your, and your. And can't even send you a text back with any of those words, even if you wanted him to. You just gotta see yourself as better than some shit. And also, to make this gender neutral, this also applies to men. If you're a man and you're like, oh my god, I don't know, she hasn't texted me back for hours and hours, does she like me? Unless she really has an amazing excuse, like, oh, I'm binge watching a show, I was hanging out with friends, blah blah blah. But I'm talking like, if it's someone who is like, oh, I can easily go 8 hours without ever talking to this person, and you're someone who prefers the type of person to be like, OMG, he texted me back, and then text back, if not instantly, then as soon as possible, and you want that mutual love and affection, then I hate to break it to you, you're gonna have to cut her off. You need to. It's mandatory. Cause why? Like, you just, because yeah, one man's trash is another man's treasure. So someone out there could be like, oh my god, you're such a clinky boyfriend, you're so insane and paranoid and a piece of shit. Is another person's, oh hey baby, I was waiting for you to text me all day. Oh, I missed you. Oh, I was thinking about what we could do for our next 10 dates. You'd rather have the latter, wouldn't you? You anxious attachment individual. Or maybe you're actually secure and you just want someone who's healthy for you. I'm just reminding you, you need to leave these people. They will drag you down to their level. And you don't want to have the type of mindset where it's like, okay, every single person out there is just going to be miserable and only talk to me when they're horny and going to be sucking in this way, that way, and the other. I should lower my standards so I'm never hurt and that everyone like can do what they want, but I won't get disappointed and I can be loved. No, do the opposite. Go fuck niggas who can't message back. Fuck niggas who can't confirm plans. Fuck niggas who can't communicate. I'm gonna do, hey, you're responding fast. You made plans with me. Yes, yes, yes. You're hitting all these notes. Sure. I'll give you my time and energy. Same for men. Simply put, just like show that you have respect for yourself. Like, yes, I do believe that you should have hobbies and a life outside of your partner, but I also should believe that your partner should at least be trying to be on your wavelength, and it shouldn't just be like, ooh, I feel like I like them more than they like me. That's not healthy. So, yeah, simply put, I'm going to say it to you again. You can find a new person or start an entirely new life in the time that it takes them to respond. So even if you are someone who doesn't even want to date, I'll put it like this. You could still entirely decide, I'm going to change my entire hair, my style of makeup, my new personality, and be someone that they don't even recognize. And I'm going to cut them off from access with me, and they will regret that they don't get to have a chance to experience this new version of me, because I've been reading books and learning about myself, and they've been fucking off somewhere as if they didn't like me. So cool, you don't get to learn the beauty of my last personality or this new one. Huh, fuck you. I remember I did that with that shitty boyfriend of mine I had like last year. Or I call him a boyfriend, but he was, ugh. Let's not even get into him too much. Simply put, guess the fuck what? I told his bitch ass, all right, you have by this month to get it together. I'm looking elsewhere. He didn't, and then it's like, okay, I got a fresh new set of braids down my back, cleared up my skin, whole bunch of nice jewelry, and I was going out to Italian food with new dudes. And he was like, fuck, I gotta step up. And then he actually bothered to step up because he got all primal and shit. And next thing you know, he was putting in the effort. That doesn't always happen. It does not. Sometimes niggas won't do that for you. Sometimes they will. Sometimes they won't. Sometimes it's facade. Sometimes it's real. Regardless, instead of waiting, I probably shouldn't have even told you that story because, okay, I'm gonna say this so that you don't get your hopes up and think, oh, but what if they change for me once I leave and I come back and they're the perfect person. I'll tell you this story so that you don't just think I just ruined my own point. Guess what? I went back to niggas before after changing my hairstyle, changing my looks, all that, and thinking, ooh, I'm unattainable now. And then the second I went back and gave them an opportunity, they didn't want me anymore. They just were like, hey, it's the same bitch. Just slightly different hair. We still don't want her deep down. And hell, I once gave this one dude plenty of chances. Guess what? That led to an on and off relationship for like 3 fucking years where it's like, okay, like he'd see I changed my look or get better and focus on myself. He'd try to weasel back in just to try to destroy whatever peace I had or try to like suck whatever positive energy out of me by like being horny, being lustful, treating me like I wasn't shit, standing me up on dates, awful stuff. It took a long time to actually realize that I deserved better, but by the time I did, I remember the next dude I dated after him, he was a piece of work in his own way. But he still was like, holy shit, you're gorgeous. I want to talk to you all the time. You're so interesting. And we were just like, we had such a great connection. At least the first few meetings, and it felt really, really good. This video went a little longer just because I had to throw in that last point. So they usually come back just to be evil. And if anything, even in the story of Morgan coming back into my life, like going, oh wait, no, I still want you around. No, he was still extremely lustful, extremely assholey, and still tried some shit. That like then it's not worth it to deal with them because even when they want you back, they're still the same person themselves and they haven't changed at all. And any change is either a facade or you'll just resent it because it's like, oh, you could have done that this whole time, but it took me leaving, not me crying or communicating. It took me leaving. You are a child. You have to really be disgusted by people of that and just be like, you're a low caliber person. I want someone who's actually like the shit and 100% does it without any sort of like manipulation tactics or like, yeah, just no. And also, people respect you more if you follow through on your exit strategy so that you can just be the one that got away. It's pathetic, I know, which is exactly why you're not supposed to like these types of people. They're fucking stupid, emotionally unstable, can't communicate, can't get attached, and they're strange. So, simply put, if all of that sounds stressful as fuck to you, tell yourself, I would rather wait for the sweetheart who, like, actually consistently follows up on plans with me and bakes me cookies. And then, if even that sweetheart eventually does start falling off, getting comfortable, not replying to texts as much, and just starts being like really, really clear that they're just giving up on you or less attached. Don't worry, it's not illegal to move on. If you feel like you deserve better and it's at the point where it's getting irredeemable, it's okay. It's not a sin to move on. If someone told me sooner, I would have dipped on a lot of niggas sooner. Anyway, peace out.